Shalom. First off, let me give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Give an honest and a sincere shalom to the brothers out there that's moving in the spirit, and that's teaching on highways and byways and building brothers up in the spirit, building people, Israel up in the spirit. Sincere shalom to the elect and the people out there trying to keep the truth and moving back to their true heritage, moving with the wisdom and understanding. I just, today, actually yesterday I got off work, did a little reading, you know what I'm saying? Went to sleep, woke up, and I actually came across a few articles that I thought was interesting and important. And, I instantly got some things together and wanted to make a video because I was kind of getting into this with a family member of mine, trying to explain this to them. And I don't think at the time, I don't think they really perceived or understood where I was coming from. But maybe through, I thought to make this video to kind of help, hopefully, if it's in the Lord's will, help give some people a certain understanding or help edify some people or make some things clear, through the Spirit. I hope I do so. Well, the video, we do know we're in the times of revelation, we're in the time of prophecy, and prophecies are being fulfilled. We definitely are in the days to end. We in the last days right now. You got several things to prove that. You got things happening right now, like for instance, with the juice and the jabs and the taking away of jobs and employment and things like that, as well as things to come like the MOTB. Rumors of war. We've been having rumors of war. And this right here in particular, I seen this article right here. It says Vladimir Putin warned of massive consequences if Russia invades Ukraine as 175,000 troops massed on the border. So, and Russia, is pretty much surrounding Ukraine. And what happens if Russia surrounds Ukraine and invades Ukraine? The United States will have to jump in. And that's actually fulfilling prophecy right there. I'm gonna read a little bit of it, but let me just get this. Let me get this scripture really quick. I think I might have to look it up. Actually, it's in Revelations, but I'm gonna look it up actually. Gog and Magog. So 28, Revelations 28 says, well, we're going to go to 7. And when 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosened out of his prison and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog. And if you, anything about, nationalities and stuff in the Bible, that Gog and Magog is dealing like Russia. You got every nation has a biblical nationality. It's not, what they call today wouldn't be what they would be called in, back in the biblical days. Hence, for an example, Israel. We calling ourselves black and these bywords and things like that. When in actuality, we have a God-given name, which is Israel. That's who we are as a nation. That's our nationality. Not a color. It's not black. You're not African American. That's not what the Most High God called you. He called you Israel. He called you Israelites. But back to Revelation 28. And shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. So in other words, Satan will have a battle with Gog and Magog. And if we go back to this article here, it's pretty much getting into that. It's rumors of wars on the world is on the brink of war right now. Let's get into this article a little bit. It says Vladimir Putin has been warned. In other words, the U.S. like, yo, listen, we warning you. Don't don't think about it. But you getting these nations across the world, man. They tired of the current rulership. They tired. They don't feel a need to listen anymore. They don't feel threatened or afraid. They kind of bucking up. They bucking up back. Like who you know what I'm saying? Like they bucking back. So they, as you can see, let's get into this article. Vladimir Putin has been warned of massive consequences if he invades Ukraine as Russia masses troops on its neighbors' borders. U.S. intelligence recently detected 175,000 Russian troops on the border of Ukraine as fears of a potential invasion in early as 2022 are mounting. So this thing can happen at any moment, man. Any moment, everything can happen, and this everything can happen at any moment. So that's why we always gotta be prepared. That's why we gotta start getting into this word and getting back to the Most High, back to the Father, through the Son Yahushua. We got to get back to the Father, because the Lord cometh like a thief in the night, man. Hold on, let's get that real quick. Because the Lord cometh like a thief in the night, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to be ready. Like, let's get into it in 2 Peter 3:10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up, man. So what that sound like to you, man? That fervent heat. What is that? You know what I'm saying? I know we on the tube, so we can't really go in, And that's another thing. That's another thing, man. That's a sign of the times to come. Is you won't be able to get this word no more, man. You won't be able to, search out. That's why you gotta search out for the Lord while you still can find him. Let's get that in Proverbs, and this the spirit. I'm sorry, just jumping up, but let's get that in Proverbs 1:28. It say, "Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me." You know what I'm saying? Like that's a scary thought to me. Just you can't seek the Lord. You gotta move in this thing with haste. You can't be double-minded or playing a 50. You know what I'm saying? You gotta kind of be on fire. You can't be lukewarm. You gotta be on fire, man, in this thing. And I know it's a challenge. I know it's a battle. You just gotta pray, man, that the spirit stay on you and just do things that's gonna constantly keep you in the spirit. Change the things that you're meditating on. Like a few videos ago, I made a video talking about meditating on the word. You stay grounded and rooted in this word. It will actually change you and give you, and it will stick to you. Like what makes basketball players and what makes Peyton Manning and them dudes so good at their sport is that they meditate on it. They wake up every day thinking about it, thinking how they can get better. You know what I'm saying? Practicing. Looking at film. They doing all this stuff. They studying defenses. Like they doing everything that they could to get better at that sport. So we gotta emulate that within this word, man. And put this first. It's balancing things out. Being able to put the world aside, to train your spirit. So whatever it is that you might have a hobby, like some dudes like to go to the gym, some dudes like to play games, video games and stuff. Man, you gotta be able to put this stuff, this word and Yahweh first. You gotta be able to put the spirit first and put all that other stuff aside, even through times where you don't want to, you might be sluggish. You might not feel like, we all been there, but you got to fight through that, man. Because there will come a time when, they shall call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but not find me. Let's get another one in Amos 8 and 11. You know, because a famine is coming. A famine is coming. You know, Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. So, you know, the brothers that's on the highways and byways and the brothers that make videos, man, you can see that they are cracking down on this stuff. They not, you know, first of all, we got to speak in code. We can't really, you know, talk how we want. We can't. The freedom of speech is done with. There's no freedom of speech. You know what I'm saying? And this is all been a plan, you know, orchestrated ultimately by the Most High. But this has all been a plan from the jump. But you know, you got other outlets that you can go to where that's kind of a little more leeway for brothers to kind of speak what they want. But, you know, there's not too many people know about those alternative sites. Everybody knows about YouTube, though. But, you know, YouTube is a controlled thing. You know, they taking this stuff off of YouTube and kind of demonizing the brothers out in the street. Demonize them as like hate groups and things like that. You know, so sooner or later, you won't be able to go out in the streets and hear the brothers. You won't be able to find them. You won't be able to get this word, you know, and that's all prophecy, you know. So we kind of got to get this thing while we can, you know, get as much edification as you could. Do as much studying and reading as you could. Get an understanding. Get it while you can get it, because the time will come where you won't be able to get it, man. It's going to be gone, you know, and then it'll be too late, you know. But getting back to the point about the rumors of war, you know, and the things going on as far as the war, mountain war and things like that. This is all prophetic, you know, and the Most High is like coming like a thief in the night. He can come at any moment, you know. Now I'm thinking of, let me get another scripture in Revelation. That's 3:18, I think. I think it is. Okay. I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire, right? Like you're gonna go through a lot, right? But you gotta be gold. I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire, that thou mayest be rich, and white raiment, you know, and had them white clean garments, that thou mayest be clothed, and that the shame of thy nakedness do not appear, and anoint thy eyes with eye salve, that thou mayest see. You know, so we're gonna go through some things, man. We're gonna go through some things, but you gotta be like gold tried in the fire. Get that eye salve. In other words, get them eye drops, man, so you be able to see. Stop being blinded. You know, you gotta be able to see these things happening, seeing what's going on, man. Seeing that being able to see these things coming up, you know, coming to pass. You know, let's go to Revelation 16 and 15 real quick. You know, it says, "Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth, and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked, and they see his shame." So you gotta get that eye salve so you can see this stuff, so you can be able to see what's going on and prepare yourself. You know, like they say, stay ready so you won't get ready, right? You know what I'm saying? So you kind of got to build your spirit up, man, and that's what the brothers are trying to do. You know, that's what I'm. You know, I don't know it all. You know, I'm not super knowledgeable in this thing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying. You know, I'm trying to add to instead of take from. You know, I'm trying to do more in the spirit. You know, God willing. You know, I'm trying to do more. So you know, it's all on the Most High's time. You know, but the things that I do learn and I do know that I do study, I gotta share it. I gotta do this, you know, because I'm commanded to do so. I gotta do this because it's a commandment, you know, to feed the flock. You know, brothers gotta get out there and teach Israel, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's pull that up. And you know, I know I'm kind of jumping off point. I did want to get into some things in this video, but this is the spirit, man, and I gotta bring it out when it's on my spirit. I gotta bring it out. you know, and this helps me. This helps me as well. But go to Ezekiel 3:5. You know, it says, "For thou art not sent for to a people of a strange speech and of a hard language, but to the house of Israel, not to many people of a strange speech and of an hard language, whose words thou cannot understand. Surely had I sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto thee." So in other words, we gotta go out here. We not, it's not like we speak in some weird language and people can't understand, or it's not like the Most High is sending us to some people that don't understand what we're talking about, that can't get it, it's not hard for them to understand, But Ezekiel 3:7, but the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me. For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard hearted. You know what I'm saying? Like, we hard headed people, man. We're stiff necked people, you know? Even though y'all will not hearken, even though, y'all don't hearken to the Most High, you know? Let's go to 8. Behold, I have made thy face strong against their face, and their forehead strong against, and thy forehead strong against their foreheads. As an adamant harder than flint have I made thy forehead. Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. He had made their face strong against our face. In other words, they frowning up their face. Nobody want to hear this stuff, man. Like, nobody want to hear the words of the Most High. They don't want to hearken into the words of the Most High, man. They frown their face up, their foreheads. They got the wrinkles all in their forehead. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to hear this stuff. Even though they, be not dismayed, though, because they ain't going to want to listen to you. They ain't going to want to hear what you got to say. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to 10. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, all my words that I shall speak unto thee, receive in thine heart and hear with thine ears, and go, get thee to them of the captivity unto the children of thy people. In other words, these words that I'm speaking into you and you receiving in your heart and you hearing with your ears, go speak it. Go speak it out to the people of captivity. Go speak it out to the children of Israel, man. You know what I'm saying? Jumping back down, and speak unto them and tell them, thus saith the Lord God, whether they hear it or whether they forbear. So whether they hear it or not, go speak to them, man. Go tell them what I'm telling you right now. Go tell them what you're learning. Go tell them that it's war brewing, man. Go tell them that, it's prophecies that's being fulfilled. Go tell them that the Most High is coming like a thief in the night. We living in the days of Noah, man. Literally, the days of Noah are happening right now. And the brothers out there are blowing the trumpets. They blowing the trumpets. And Israel's a hard-headed people. They not listening. They not hearkening, man. But even though they won't hearken, they won't listen, man, whether they hear it or not. Go out there and tell them. So, this is why brothers make videos. This is why you hear brothers in the streets, you know what I'm saying, loud with the speakerphone. This is why you hear this stuff. This thing about the kingdom, man, and getting Israel waking up, and getting that seal on their forehead, so we literally living in the days of Noah, man. And let's get that real quick. That's relating to this thing that's going on with Russia and stuff like that. Revelation 24. Excuse me. Let's get that in Matthew. I apologize. Matthew 24:6. Say, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So this stuff has to happen. Remember, this is Yahweh's movie. This is Yahweh's movie. This is the Lord's movie. And, all this stuff has to happen, but you will hear and see, you shall hear of rumors of war, just like we just read in that article. You know what I'm saying? Let's jump down to 38 real quick, man. Because I mentioned we living in the times of Noah, right? It said, for as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. So, that's speaking to the talking about, the children of Israel, man. Like, while this stuff, that's why, like, everything is like a puzzle piece with this thing, man. Stuff gets revealed to you. So it says, blesses the man that watches, right back in Revelation 16 and 15. It tells you that blesses the man that watches, and hearkens and listens to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Because when you hearken and you listen and you watch, you get to see these prophecies happen. You get to see the stuff unfold. You know what I'm saying? You get to see stuff happening. You can get your spirit corrected so you won't get, burnt up with that fervent heat. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's gonna be people in the world still holding on to worldly things, man. Still drinking, still partying, still trying to get married. Like in the times of Noah, when the Lord told Noah that the flood was coming, and He told him to build the ark. Noah tried to warn the people, man. Tried to tell everybody, yo, look, it's a flood coming, man. Like, you gotta get right, get yourself together. You know what I'm saying? And people wasn't listening. They just carrying on. That's the similar times we living in today, man. We living in them same times today, bro. We living in them times right now, man. Where, people are not listening. People don't want to hearken. But Most High said that will happen. We read that in Ezekiel. He said that will happen. Just make sure it's not true. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we got to worry about our own salvation. So just make sure it's not true, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is for those brothers who sincerely understand, and the sisters who sincerely understand. We definitely living in a time where, the hearts of men is waxing cold. You know what I'm saying? You can jump up to 12 and get that real quick since I'm in Matthew. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. You know what I'm saying? So, people's hearts are cold. I just seen a story where a guy back in Baltimore, he killed his wife, he killed his girlfriend, and killed himself, man. It's like, it's everybody is waxing cold towards each other. Just a quick thing. I want to talk about this dream that I had one time, not too long, months ago. I had this dream, and I'm gonna make this quick. I know this video is running kind of long, but I'm gonna make this quick. I had a dream where I'm walking down the street, and I look in the sky, I look up the street, and there's police blocking stuff off. I see a bunch of commotion and smoke, and I'm wondering what's going on. And I look in the sky, and I see, like, stones and rocks and stuff coming out of the sky. So, of course, there's a panic. Everybody panicking and stuff like that. So I'm trying to avoid the stuff coming out of the sky. So I runs away, and I get to like some kind of door or entranceway or something like that, right? And I need help. In my mind, I'm like, damn, I need somebody to help me, right? So I look at, and there's two brothers in a car, one of them in the passenger, one of them in the driver's seat, black dudes, looking like, Negroes, had the tats on the face, gold, and the chains, right? And, I tried to get some help from them, and they rolled right past me. They ain't even acknowledge me. But then I turned around, and there was a brother in a wheelchair with one leg, no teeth in his mouth, might have on a black shirt, shaved head. He looked at me, he said, "What you need, brother? I'll give you some help. What you need, man?" You know what I'm saying? And he helped me get through the door. And, reading that just now kind of reminded me of that, and that's the spirit. It just reminded me of, the two brothers, they were waxing cold, man. They ain't even bothered to help at all. You got to remember, when all hell break loose, we still got to keep our integrity. We still got to follow, we still got to follow laws, man, But let's get back to this right here, and I know I keep jumping off, man, but it's the spirit, and, I gotta let it go how it go, man. So hopefully through all this, people are edified and they following along. I'm not losing anybody, hopefully. And, I'm new to this video thing, so bear with me, man, please. But Vladimir Putin been warned of massive consequences if he invades Ukraine as Russia masses troops on its neighboring border. U.S. intelligence recently detected 175,000 Russian troops on the border with Ukraine as fears of a potential invasion in early 2022 are mounting. It goes deep into the story. And I ain't going to read this whole thing, but, just kind of give you an idea on the brink. Putin has been accused of trying to provoke Ukraine as fears loom of a Russian invasion. So look, they surrounding Ukraine right now, man. You know what I'm saying? They pretty much bumping their gums. They showing their teeth. You know, like a dog, like a wild dog out there in the streets, man. You know, he feel threatened. He's showing his teeth. You know, he letting you know I bite, man. You know, I'm not playing. You know. So it says, meanwhile, Moscow claimed a fighter jet intercepted by U.S. spy plane was flying over the Black Sea. As tensions rising have prompted the G7 group of Western nations meeting in Liverpool to issue a warning to Russia. You know, so it goes deep into the article. You know, if you brothers and sisters wanna go look at that, you go. I mean, it's all over the news right now. Look at this breakdown real quick. Ukraine soldiers to Russia soldiers. I mean, Russia's a strong. They not in the days like they getting back in the spirit of them USSR days, them Soviet Union days, man. But this is all prophecy that we're seeing. Of course, it goes deep into the let's go deep into the article. But here's another one. I read this today. Russia nuclear war warning. Putin threatens to unleash hellfire in EU with missile launch. Like Russia ain't playing. We just read this. This is prophecy, bruh. This is prophecy. You know what I'm saying? And this is an act of war right here. Let's read real quick. Russia's deputy foreign minister said today, Monday, that Moscow would be forced to make the move if NATO were to do the same. The missiles could hit numerous countries across Europe. That's rumors of war. We are reading that. We are seeing that. It's visible. It's happening, man. You know what I'm saying? This is all prophecy. And like the Most High said, this has to happen. These things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. So, something else I wanted to get into, while we here, we talking about prophesying at the end and stuff like that. And this is going more into the article right here. You guys want to go read that, you can. But, the other day, I think I was, my alarm clock went off, and, sometimes when my alarm goes off, it recaps the news and stuff like that, right? And, it'll go through the weather, then it'll talk about the news. One of the things that the alarm was saying was Google will not increase their workers' pay due to inflation. You know what I'm saying? So in other words, Google, like, we ain't making y'all, we know it's inflation going on, but we ain't raising y'all pay. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, so inflation is really happening, right? And then today, I see this article right here. Wholesale prices measure rose 9.6% in November from a year ago, the fastest pace on record. Wholesale prices rose. And it's saying again, rose 9.6% from a year ago, the highest level going back to November 2010. The pace was even faster than the 9.2 estimate. So inflation is happening faster than they thinking it will. The core produce price index increased at a 6.9 pace, but a bit slower than estimates, but still the fastest ever in records dating to August 2014. So it's going deep into the article, and I'm just reading a little bit here, but it's just talking about how, food is getting overpriced, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you go to the market, man, just watch the prices on things. You know what I'm saying? Things is getting higher and higher. Inflation is happening, man. It's happening right before our eyes. You got to watch this stuff. You got to see it. Wholesale prices increased at their quickest pace on record in November, in the latest sign that the inflation pressures bedeviling the economy are still present. The Labor Department reported Tuesday. It says the produce price index for final demand increased 9.6% over the previous 12 months after rising another 0.8% in November. Economists had been looking for an annual gain of 9.2% according to FactSet. Including food, energy, and trade services, prices rose 0.7% for the month, putting core PPI at 6.9%, also the largest gain on record. Estimates were for respective gains of 0.4% and 7.2%, meaning the monthly gain was faster than estimates, but the year-over-year measures was a bit slow. In other words, man, this is prophecy as well. You know, this is prophecy as well. Now I'm gonna show you that in let's get that in Ezra's, man. Let's go to the book of Ezra's. Second Ezra's 6:22. It says, "Suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty." You know what I'm saying? And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. And at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. So, you know, friends will fight against friends like enemies. You know what I'm saying? A food shortage going on. You know what I'm saying? Like you know one of your people's got a bunch of food. You know one of your homies got a bunch of food in their house, and you ain't got nothing in your refrigerator. Your ribs touching your kids hungry. Man, you don't think you gonna run up in your friend's house? You know what I'm saying? Possibly. Hopefully not. Hopefully we stand connected to these laws and we you know, getting back to the Most High, because the Most High said you will eat in those days. The people who follow me will eat in those days. And you got to believe that. You got to really believe that you will eat. And if you following the Most High and you getting back to his words, following the commandments, while you can still hear the Most High, man, you know, you might be able to avoid this happening to you. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, just imagine the chaos that's going to be going on in a situation like that, man. You're going to have brother against brother, you know, father against father, family against family. You know, the Lord said he coming to divide the household. You know, so it's not going to be peaches and cream in those days, man. You know? Let's go to Ezekiel real quick. Let's go to Ezekiel. And then I want to get into this video, and then I'm going to close it up. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, let's get into the video now. You know, let's get into this video now. But we're reading about that, right? You know, let's, you know, y'all can pause and read. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want, pause and read. But let's look at this real quick. It says, a dumpster diver found large amounts of unexpired food thrown away at... they throwing away food. A dumpster diver found large amounts of unexpired food thrown away at a Whole Foods. It was enough meat to feed an entire community. About 40% of food waste in the U.S. comes from grocery stores, food service companies, and restaurants. You know, let's get into this video.
And everything was still good to consume. In addition to the meat, I found all this produce and yogurt. I found everything from homemade guac to salad mixes to cut up fruits and veggies. Honestly, it just kept going. I've never seen any discount stickers on any of the items at Whole Foods. Whole Foods is nothing like I've ever seen before. Every time I come to this particular store, I find cases of organic food that is thrown out well before its best by date. Last night, I found enough meat to feed an entire community. I found everything from organic chicken and beef to Beyond Meat. It was 33 degrees Fahrenheit outside, so everything here was still super cold and had been recently tossed. Everything.
Look at that, man. They literally throwing away fresh. It's like it's like they making this thing happen, man. Like it's like they're purposely trying to sabotage it, right? Am I right or wrong, man? Like they throwing away all this good food. I used to work at a college and we worked in a dining hall. I was a dishwasher and I would just see the amounts of food these kids would just throw away on a daily basis. I mean, enough food to feed as many homeless people you can name, you know what I'm saying? But they will much rather throw this away than have anybody eat this stuff, man. And this is the world, this is the people we dealing with in these days, man.
Have been thrown out on or before its best by date, and as we know, best by dates are not hard rules, and everything was still good to consume. In addition to the meat, I found all this produce and yogurt. I found everything from homemade guac to salad mixes to cut up fruits and veggies. Honestly, it just kept going.
All them vegetables, all that, you know what I'm saying? And it say it's organic and stuff like that. Ain't no telling, you know what I'm saying, if this stuff really organic. But, that's besides the point. We're in captivity. But look at all this stuff that's just getting thrown away. All this fruits, these vegetables, this organic meat, this impossible burgers, you know what I'm saying? That's what they call it. But look at all this stuff that's being thrown away that can be consumed and given to somebody. These companies are throwing this away. That's how you know that they don't care about the things that they say they care about. They don't care about, curing people or helping people and things like that. These companies, they care about that profit and getting money, man. You know?
I've never seen any discount stickers on any of the items at Whole Foods. Whole Foods is
And it just
nothing like
starts
I've ever.
over from there. But you pretty much get the idea. Now, I'm gonna get something in Ezekiel real fast. And I guess we can wrap this thing up. But Ezekiel 4:11, it says, do I want to go to 11? I'm going to go to 9. All right. It says, take thou also unto thee wheat and barley and beans and lentils and millet and fitches, and put them in one vessel, and make thee bread thereof. And they talking about this Ezekiel bread, man. The shelf life on Ezekiel bread lasts a long time. But the Lord, the Most High, is giving Ezekiel directions on how to make some bread. So it says, and put them in one vessel, and make thee bread thereof. According to the number of the days thou shalt lie upon thy side, 390 days shalt thou eat thereof. And, for 390 days, man, this stuff lasts. So, you might want to get a recipe on some Ezekiel bread in them last days, But verse 10, thy meat which thou shalt eat shall be by weight. And this is going into, them times where, the famine of bread and it's not going to be that much food around. It says, and thy meat thou shalt eat, the meat shalt eat shall be by weight, 20 shekels a day from time to time shalt thou eat it. Most High giving him directions on, how to spread his food out and eat. Thou shalt drink also water by measures, the sixth part of a hin. From time to time shalt thou drink. Let's jump down to 16, man. And this is kind of what I wanted to get into. It says, moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight, and shall care, and with care, and they shall drink water by measure, with astonishment, that they may want bread and water, and be astonished one with another, and consume away for their iniquity, man. So, you will eat bread by weight. In other words, you're gonna be rationing off your food. You're gonna be drinking water by measure. Like, all right, I can only take a swig today. I got, only got one bottle of water. I gotta take a swig today. Maybe take a swig in another 2 days. I might, if I do that, might afford to take 2 gulps on Friday. You really gonna have to measure out your water in them days, man. So, get back to the Most High, man. Get back to this book, to this word, and you know what I'm saying. Get back in the spirit. Get your spirit together. Build your spirit up, man. So because you will eat in them days. The Lord's followers will eat in those days. And this, you got to take the sweet things along, the bitter things when it comes to this word, man. It's not going to all be sweet, man. There's going to be some bitter stuff in there too. Some stuff you got to really just understand and accept. You know what I mean? So, hopefully with that, man, everyone who listened, hopefully you were edified. Hopefully you took something from this with a better understanding, or at least learn something, man. Lord willing. So until then, man, until next time, man, Shalom.